Hey everybody, and welcome to the North Park Youth Podcast. I'm so excited to be back for this week. Oh my goodness, I missed last week.
To stop leaving.
I'm here for the next chunk of time,
there you go.
Which I'm excited about.
I have still yet to miss a podcast.
Yeah, look at you.
I know.
Wow. But I still haven't gone back to watch last week's episode with our special guest, Mr. Jordan Algie, but I plan to.
There you go.
At some point, probably in the next
episode.
couple, yeah. But we are going to start today. We've got a game coming up, and we're excited about this game. But we are going to do something to start the podcast today, because we've done like lots of treat things on the podcast in the past. Like when we were testing cereal, you had your first Arby's experience,
sandwich. Yeah.
And so every once in a while we'll do, and we've done them as like bonus episodes, whatever.
Yeah.
And when my last episode before I left, we did a Peeps taste test.
Yes, we did.
Teeps, because it's like taste. Anyways.
Yeah.
I got it mixed up there. And so we did a Peeps taste test, and so I wanted to extend that a little bit. I wanted to do another treat thing on this episode.
Are we doing that before we get into our?
Yes, before we get. And so I've instructed Cody to come up with a bumper for this because it is time for Treat Talk. Okay, so on this edition of Treat Talk we are going to taste test something that I actually wanted to taste test.
Okay.
On the previous podcast.
Okay.
Because I got my hands on.
Oh yeah.
Some Peeps Pepsi.
That's what
Pepsi
I'm talking
Peeps.
about. Oh, I like the can design.
Yeah, shout out to
cool.
a neighbor of mine actually who owns a candy shop in Port Stanley called the Candygram. I don't know.
Nice.
Some of you may know it. They do some stuff with schools sometimes. But I messaged my neighbor and I was like, hey, do you guys have any of that Pepsi Peeps?
Yeah, Peeps.
And he's like, yeah, sure do. He dropped it off on my porch the next day, Cody. So we were off by like less than 24 hours. I got my hands on some. Actually, no, it was that afternoon, I think, we got it. But anyways, we missed it for the podcast. And so we got our hands on some Pepsi Peeps, which is Peeps
52%
Pepsi
added sugars.
Oh yeah, man. And so we're going to taste test this. Now, I was really happy to see how little the cans were. Not that we have to finish the whole can, but hey, are you ready to taste test some Pepsi Peeps?
I am so ready, except I got to take my Invisalign out.
All right, so you ready for this?
I'm so ready.
All right, let's taste some Pepsi Peeps. Oh, that was...
Just wait. I love it.
Oh, that's awesome. So, okay, before we taste this real quick, did I say this story on the podcast last time that I wanted to get Pepsi Peeps? And I was looking, and there was the homemade recipe. Did I tell you this? Okay, so there was a lady on YouTube who made it was like a homemade recipe of Pepsi Peeps. She's like, I couldn't get my hands on a can of Pepsi Peeps, but I thought we could just make it here at home. And she took a bottle of Pepsi and just like crammed Peeps in it. I was like, there's no way that's what it tastes like.
Peeps tea.
Yeah.
Like you're infusing them.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, oh, not bad. I'm like, that looks disgusting. There's no like chunks of Peep in this.
It smells kind of good.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we?
So it's supposed to, cheers.
Cheers.
I don't know.
It tastes.
You can taste the Pepsi for sure, and you can taste the Peeps.
Yeah, but like you know how some flavors go really well together. I feels like I'm tasting these flavors separately.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
The first, it like gets better as it hits the back of your palate. Is that a thing? Look, I'm a food critic. It like the initial sip is like, oh, I don't know. And
the initial sip is Pepsi, and then it starts getting sweeter. Do you prefer Pepsi or Coke?
Pepsi.
Really?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm in the minority there, I know.
Interesting.
You know how people talk about how Pepsi's sweeter?
I feel like Coke is sweeter.
Well, people say. I'm just saying the people. The people say Pepsi's sweeter.
Okay.
Are we doing a Pepsi challenge next time on the podcast?
Yeah.
Treat talk. Anyways, this isn't bad. It's not like disgusting. I wouldn't say prefer it to Pepsi.
Yeah, it's weird. It like the flavors are almost separated because I take the sip and I taste Pepsi.
Yeah.
And then like you said, as soon as it goes back, like then it starts
Peeps.
getting beep.
Yeah, you know what? Not bad. Nice to try once. But I'm not going to be like buying a pack of Pepsi
if there was a bottle of this and a bottle of Pepsi and I had to choose one, I'd choose Pepsi.
Yeah, same here. But if it's like once a season, you're like, I can only get this one. Or like this may be the only time they do this.
It's like, it's a cool little, oh yeah, I've tried that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not bad.
Somebody comes up to you on the street and says, have you tried Pepsi Peeps?
I'd be like, yeah.
Yes.
It's not something where I'm going to finish the can because it tastes good.
Yeah.
But
it's
just
like, keep drinking it through the podcast?
Yeah.
All right.
Give it a little sip.
Okay. So on the actual, now that treat talk is done.
Right.
We do have a game that we're going to play. And so let me ask you a question, Cody.
Okay.
Have you heard of Chat GPT?
I have heard of it. Yeah.
Yep. So I feel like it's like everyone knows at this point what Chat GPT is.
Yeah. And actually, you know what? I got to tell a really funny story
let's hear it.
Because not everybody knows.
Oh.
A sermon that you spoke 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah.
You mentioned Chat GPT, and I think I love all my grade 7 boys in my small group, but I got a few people, they turned to me and they were like, who's Chat GPT? Who is this person? And I'm like, oh.
Sorry, grade 7 guys.
This is pretty funny.
So yeah, Chat GPT is essentially like an AI generated like bot chat situation where you can ask it questions and it does things for you. And so like for instance, on the Wednesday night for my teaching time, I had this like huge passage of scripture and I could either read the long passage of scripture, which would have been fine. I could have summarized it myself, which would have been fine. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to get Chat GPT to generate a summary for this passage of scripture. And it nailed it. Like it knows exactly what it's doing. So you can type in whatever you want and it'll do almost anything. But what we did for the game,
I said, what is Pepsi Peeps? As far as my knowledge, cutoff of September 2021, wrong. There is no product called Pepsi Peeps officially sold or marketed by PepsiCo. Peeps is a brand of blah, 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 blah.
Interesting.
So, wrong.
Well, anyways, today on the podcast, we decided to have, like, sometimes we run out of ideas, right?
Oh, yeah.
We've done a lot of podcasts now. It's hard to think up new games sometimes. And on Sunday morning in junior high, I don't know what got me thinking about it, but I was like, we should get Chat GPT to like make a game for us. Go. And so we tried like come up with a great podcast game for us. But what we decided to do instead, because it didn't give a great response, what we decided to do instead was have it generate trivia questions for us. Mm-hmm. And so today, what are we calling it?
We're calling it Chat. Here, I'll put it up here.
Okay.
Wait. Mm-hmm. This is Chat GP Trivia.
There it is. Chat GP Trivia, and because the D is for trivia, but not really. I don't know what does it stand for? Do you know?
Let's ask Chat GPT.
All right, we'll give Cody a second to do that. But essentially, what we're going to be doing for the game is we've each got 5 questions and answers, and we're going to see who can get the best score out of 5.
Chat GPT says GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. And then like a whole paragraph of other stuff, but I'm not going to read all of
that. Good. Okay, so yeah, again, the game is we each have 5 trivia questions generated by Chat GPT for one another, and so whoever scores the best out of 5 gets the last can of Pepsi Peeps.
Okay, deal.
All right. Now I'm a little burpy.
I know, me too.
Me too. My. Okay, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, sounds great.
Question number 1, what is the smallest planet in our solar system? Is it A, Earth, B, Jupiter, C, Mercury, or D, Saturn?
So I have no idea. I don't know anything about the planets.
This is the thing is I wrote this out and I was like, this is going to be too easy. I don't think I know the answer to this question.
I have no idea. I don't think it's Earth. I don't think it's Mars. I think
Mars is not one of the options. It's Earth, Jupiter, Mercury, Saturn.
Jupiter, Mercury, Saturn. Okay. I'm going to say Mercury.
The correct answer is Mercury. Yeah. You are correct. Very nicely done.
Oh my goodness. I got real lucky there. Just so you know. All right, so I'm 1 for 1. Here is your first, and I hope you're playing along, those of you who are listening or watching, because this is the great style of game. Maybe you'll go 10 for 10 because you don't know the answers to any of these. Or you know what I mean. You don't because Anyways, I don't have to explain that. All right. Your category is science.
All right.
The question is, what is the most abundant gas in Earth's atmosphere? Is it A, nitrogen, B, oxygen, C, carbon dioxide, or D, argon?
I think it's nitrogen, isn't it?
I don't know. Well, I do know.
I'm going to say A, nitrogen.
You are correct. It is A, nitrogen. Nitrogen makes up about 78% of the Earth's atmosphere. I like that it gives us a little thing.
Mine didn't. Mine just said the answer is C.
Oh. Followed by oxygen at approximately 21%. Carbon dioxide and argon are present in much smaller quantities. Carbon dioxide accounting for 0.04% and argon making up 0.93%.
I think we'd probably be in trouble if carbon dioxide made up the majority of our air.
Probably true. All right, so we're each 1 for 1. Let's hear what you got for question number 2.
Question number 2. Which of these countries is not a member of the G7?
Okay.
Do you know what the G7 is?
Yeah.
I don't.
It's like there's like a group, a consortium of countries.
Okay.
And I think they're like essentially like the largest countries in the world.
Okay.
So let's see. Let's hear the options.
Is it A, Japan, B, Canada, C, Australia, or D, Italy?
I'm going to go with D, Italy. And remember I said largest. That doesn't make sense for Canada because it's not a particular, because I was going largest by population.
Yep.
But for some reason, I think it's Italy. So I'm going to go Italy.
You are correct. The answer is Italy. Very nicely done.
Woo, woo, woo,
very, very nicely done.
No fun fact for me?
No, well, Chat GPT is not giving fun facts.
I've got fun facts for all of mine.
The fun fact is that all it says is the answer is D, Italy. Like, that's it. My Chat GPT is really boring.
That's too bad.
It doesn't like me.
All right. So I'm 2 for 2. You're 1 for 1. Let's see if you can go 2 for 2.
All righty.
I feel like you might be able to. Trivia question. Category. History. Question. Who was the first president of the United States? Was it
first?
A? Yeah, the first.
I almost
was
said
it
John
A,
A.
George?
McDonald.
Close. Was it A, George Washington, B, Benjamin Franklin, C, Thomas Jefferson, or D, John Adams?
Is it bad that I don't know the answer to this question?
I don't think it's bad. You're not American.
I'm not familiar.
I don't think we had to take this in school.
I'm not greatly familiar with the history of the United States. Can I have the answers again?
You certainly can. A, George Washington, B, Benjamin Franklin, C, Thomas Jefferson, or D, John Adams. I did think this was a shoo-in for you, but I guess not.
I'm going to go Benjamin Franklin. He's on the money.
You are incorrect.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, the correct answer is A, George Washington. George Washington served as the first president of the United States from 1789 to 1797. He was a founding father of the United States and played a crucial role in the American Revolutionary War.
See, I knew all of that.
As well as
I
in
just
the formation.
didn't know that he was the first.
Okay, but here's the question. Was Benjamin Franklin a president?
Oh, no. Don't embarrass me like this. What did Benjamin Franklin do?
He was a founding father, but I don't think he was ever president.
It's embarrassing.
I mean,
it's a little bit embarrassing.
But he was like a scientist and an inventor and like all those things. But I don't think he was a. Oh no, hold on. He was the 6th president. Oh wait, president of Pennsylvania.
Hey, I was on. Oh,
is that a thing? Anyways.
Before the United States of America was the United States of America, it was just all Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So he's really the true.
He was a postmaster. Interesting. Ambassador. Death.
Yikes.
Okay.
So yeah,
anyways.
I'm very wrong.
Yeah. So you're 1 for 2. I'm 2 for 2.
Darn.
Let's go to question number 3.
All right. Question number 3. Let me find it here. Sorry. Who won the Best Actor Award at the 2021 Academy Awards?
The 2021.
Such a random question. Is it A, Joaquin Phoenix, B,
no,
Rami Malek,
maybe.
Rami, C, Anthony Hopkins, or D, Chadwick Boseman?
Oh. I think it was Rami Malek for his role in because he was the guy from Queen. Forget his name now.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
So I think that I think that's who I'm going to go with. Although Chadwick Boseman, I think he passed away that year, but I don't think he got the award. Anyways, I'm going to say Rami Malek.
You are incorrect. The answer is C, Anthony Hopkins.
Oh, yeah.
Who
Wasn't even on my radar.
I don't know who Anthony Hopkins is. This is the thing is I'm not like the world of like actors and like I could who's the actor for Bucky in the Marvel Universe?
You're asking the wrong person.
Anyways, I've watched like all the Marvel movies. Big fan of Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know the name of his actor for the long. And I was talking to my cousin. They were like, "Oh, this guy, blah blah blah." I was like, "I don't know who that is." They're like, "Yes, you do." Like, how do you know? I was like, "I don't. I'm not in that whole world of like actors."
Well, that's gonna be great because I've got a question coming up. Darn. Not this one, but all right. I'm 2 for 3. You are 1 for 2, so you can tie the game here with a correct answer.
Here we go.
And I think this one's easy. I could be wrong.
Okay.
So, trivia question. Category geography. Question.
Oh, no.
Come on. This one, you know. We have some pretty good success in what's that game called? GeoGuessr.
That's true.
Which of the following countries is landlocked? Is it A, France, B, Japan, C, Bolivia, or D, Australia?
It's not Japan. I know that for sure. It's definitely not Australia.
See, it's down to 2.
What are my options? Bolivia and France?
Yeah.
Oh, I know like France
50,
is like
50.
Pretty central in Europe. So it could be France. I'm not going to lie. I
don't know where Bolivia is.
I couldn't tell you where Bolivia is on a map. I could not tell you. Oh, man. I'm going to go with France.
You are.
No. I can tell by your face.
You're
wrong.
Incorrect.
No.
That one's so easy. The south of France is on the is it Azure? That was a really tough sentence to say. Anyways, okay. So the correct answer is C, Bolivia. Bolivia is a landlocked country located in South America. It does not have any coastlines and is surrounded by other countries, including Brazil, Paraguay, Argentina, Chile, and Peru. France, Japan, and Australia, and on the other hand, are not landlocked countries, and they have coastlines and access to the ocean.
History and geography, unless it's in Canada.
Oh, this is so great.
Are 2 things that I
think I've got a chance to win.
At.
Thanks, Chat GPT.
Oh man!
All right, so you're 1 for 3. I'm 2 for 3.
Yeah, it's not going well for me. All right. Plus, you still have the actor question. Oh no!
Yeah, I've got 2 good ones here for you.
All right. In which year did the iPhone release? Do you know this question, like even without the answers?
I could do some math.
Okay, don't do any math. The
Okay.
answers
I'm
are
going to do
the
math
possible
at some
answers.
point. Yeah.
2005, 2007, 2009, or 2011.
Okay. So I got my first iPhone, I think, in 2009.
Okay.
But
did you get the first one?
No. I got the iPhone 3G. But that complicates things because they were going, like, I think it was like the iPhone 3, the iPhone 3G.
Right. I've never understood that. Why just not go to the next number?
What was the first option?
2005.
I feel like that might be it. It's either 2005 or 2007.
All right.
A
or B. B or A.
Oh. I think I'm going to say 2007.
Ah, darn. You're right.
Yes.
You are right.
Yes.
You are correct, which means you're 3 for 4? 4 for 5? No, that's not my last question. 3 for 4.
3 for 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have a bit of an advantage on that one because I'm old. And I was around for the invention of the iPhone, which most of our junior high students
too.
are. Yeah. How old were you?
2 years old.
Yeah.
Or no. 4 years old.
4 years old. Oh my gosh.
So much better.
All right, my friend. I have your next question.
All right.
You have to go back to your high school days.
Oh no.
Your high school English class.
No.
The trivia question is in the category of literature. Question: who is the author of the famous novel To Kill a Mockingbird?
Oh.
Is it A?
You're giving. I'll know this.
Yeah,
with options.
I
Okay.
know.
Yeah.
Is it A, Harper Lee?
No.
B, J.D. Salinger?
No.
C, Mark Twain?
No.
Or D, F, Scott Fitzgerald?
Okay. I thought I would know this. It's not Mark Twain, I don't think. Was the first one and the last one?
Harper Lee and F. Scott Fitzgerald.
With Harper Lee.
You're correct. Oh, yes. When I said Harper Lee, and you're like, no. I was like, what?
I thought it was gonna be like, George Orwell. He wrote the Animal Farm, 1984. Like I thought like that name I know. Like I know like right off the bat. So I thought it was going to be like one of those things where you hear the name and like automatically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mark Twain wrote The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, and F. Scott Fitzgerald wrote The Great Gatsby. So I was interested. Did you have to read Great Gatsby for school?
I didn't have to read either of those for school.
So I didn't know if maybe you get mixed up there. But anyways, it was published in 1960. I'm not going to read it.
It's a good book, but To Kill a Mockingbird.
Hey, great job. You're 2 for 4.
I'm 2 for 4.
So I'm 1 up on you, but if I miss this last one...
It's true. And honestly, I don't know if... I don't think you will know the right answer. You might guess correctly.
Okay.
But I don't think you'll know the right answer. Okay. What planet in our solar system has the largest number of moons? Is it A, Jupiter, B, Saturn, C, Uranus, or D, Neptune?
Saturn's known for its rings. I know that. So neat.
It is.
Neat, the rings.
I wish I had rings.
I got one. Sorry.
Which is... Nope. Oh, that actually works.
Okay, so I do have to make an educated guess here, but my lack of education on the solar system is quite apparent here. I am going to say, I feel like Uranus has a good amount of moons, so I'm going to say Uranus.
You guess C, Uranus. The answer is A. Jupiter has the largest number. I wish it told me. Let me see. How many moons? Oh, hold on.
Give us the right answer. Jupiter.
How many moons does Jupiter have? Chat GPT says Jupiter has 79 known moons. That's crazy.
That is more than
That's
Earth.
More than Earth.
That is more than Earth.
Okay. More than Earth.
So here's the thing.
Okay.
You just... Well, we're tied now, right?
No. I'm 1 for 4.
No, you got
2 for 4.
Oh, and
you are
3 for
4. So if I get this
one...
one...
I'm 3 for 5. If you get this one, then we're tied, and we go to a tie.
And if I don't, then I lose. Afraid.
All right, here we go. The category is movies. The question is, which film...
Oh, no.
I love that people who like movies call them films. Won the Academy Award for Best Picture in 2019. Is it A, La La Land?
Oh,
B,
I might know this.
B, Black Panther, C, Green Book, or D, Moonlight?
Oh, La La Land won. When did it win, though? I don't know. 2019 is a long time ago now. 4 years ago is a long time. I was thinking like COVID completely
fall of 2019
destroyed
so really
my
it's only
whole
3.5 years.
Concept of like time and what has been happening.
Long time ago, 2019.
La La Land, I want to say La La Land because for some reason that's coming to mind. I'm just going to say La La Land.
You are.
I know it won something at some point.
Incorrect. Darn. The answer is Green Book. Oh. No, Green Book won it. I have never seen Green Book.
I've also never... It looks good, but I've never seen it.
Okay, so I'm sorry. You lost.
Hey, it's all good.
And I've decided that since... I don't know. Like, these are great, but I think what we should do is have Chat GPT write me an encouraging note.
Okay. All right. I will write or ask, I guess, Chat GPT to write one, and we'll be right back. Okay. So... I asked ChatGPT to write a congratulations for the winner of a podcast trivia game.
Okay, perfect.
ChatGPT says, congratulations to the winner of the Sorry, should I do like a whole... Congratulations to the winner of the podcast trivia game.
It's me.
Your knowledge and skills have earned you the victory and the admiration of all the participants.
Yes,
the
participants.
Let's not speak for everybody.
All the participants.
Well done.
Thank you.
Keep up the great work and continue to show off your impressive skills.
I will do that. Thanks, Chat GPT.
Yeah, there you go.
So appreciate that. All right, that's it for today's podcast. Again, we enjoyed some Pepsi Peeps as part of the first official edition of Treat Talk. And played a great game. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you followed along and played at home as well. And we'll see you next week on the podcast.
There you go.
Bye. Treat Talk.
Can you say it in like a treat talk.
Okay, yeah. Because it is time for treat talk. No, that wasn't good. Okay, let me try that again. I don't have a good deep voice. That's my problem. Because it is time for treat talk. No?
Perfect.